saying anything, just being what it is, for as long as walls allow. The moss on the old wall in the courtyard that May uncovers after winter is the quietest thing in the city, older than the wall and its particular patience, having outlasted more than anyone walking past it has outlasted. Just still here, still green, still doing what moss does, which is hold its position and be incredibly still. What the moss says about the value of staying in one place long enough to become part of it. The green on the old stone, the damp smell of it in the morning when the air is coolest and the moss most itself. The courtyard holding them both, the stone and the moss in the arrangement that has been the arrangement for decades. The moss, the quiet tenant, asking nothing, giving this the green permanence of something that decided to stay. She puts her hand on it, the moss cold and soft and impossibly dense for something so small, each part of it a world, the whole wall a continent of small worlds, all of them silent, all of them present. What the moss says about the value it's staying in one place long enough to become part of it. The green on the old stone, the damp smell of it in the morning when the air is coolest on the moss most itself. The courtyard holding them both, the stone and the moss in the arrangement that has been the arrangement for decades. The moss, the quiet tenant, asking nothing, giving this the green permanence of something that decided to stay. And silence are the same thing in different forms, both patient, both permanent, both requiring only the right surface and enough time to become what they always were. The wall still there, the moss still, the silence still around both. The courtyard as it always is in May, when everything gets a little greener. The new leaves The new leaves let the light pass through in a way the old ones never managed. The green not yet thick enough to make real shade, just suggestion of shade, the dappled version of what shadow will become by July. Right now, just light interrupted by the lightest green the tree can make. What the new leaves allow through themselves, that the old leaves will eventually block the light through pale green, making patterns on the path, each leaf a small filter for what passes through it. The whole canopy, a room with a ceiling made of light, and the green that interrupts it, being the most gentle kind of interruption, the one that improves what it interrupts rather than stopping it. She sits under it, the new canopy, in the hour before it becomes what it will be by summer, when it will give real shade. But none of this luminous uncertainty, none of this green that is also light. What the new leaves allow through themselves, that the old leaves will eventually block the light through pale green, making patterns on the path, each leaf a small filter for what passes through it. The whole canopy, a room with a ceiling made of light, and the green that interrupts it, being the most gentle kind of interruption, the one that improves what it interrupts rather than stopping it. New leaves are temporary, and their newness will be old leaves by August. But for now, they are the most alive thing in the city, the most recently decided, the most willing to let the light have its way with them. The leaves getting fuller, the light adjusting, both of them working out what they'll be to each other for the rest of the summer. Let rain on leaves that were made for it, both new enough to still be surprised. The quiet rain on the leaves has a different sound than rain on full-grown leaves. Lighter, less confident, the new leaves still learning how to receive what falls on them, how to hold it, how to let it run off the edges into shape of the new leaves they haven't met before. This year's version of this arrangement, what the new leaf sounds like under its first real rain. The conversation between the young and the fall leaf, the tap on pale green, lighter than last year's, the drops smaller against the thinner surface, the sound the tree makes in its new state under the gentle spring rain. Both of them young in their particular way, the rain and the leaf figuring out together the physics of their encounter. She listens from inside a window still cracked, the sound of it specific enough to stop her mid-task, the particular tapping of spring rain on spring leaves that exists only in this window of a year. Both things new in their encounter. What the new leaf sounds like under its first real rain, the conversation between the young and the foreign, the tap on pale green, lighter than last year's, the drops smaller against the thinner surface, the sound the tree makes in its new state under the gentle spring rain. Both of them young in their particular way, the rain and the leaf figuring out together the physics of their encounter. By August, the same leaves will receive rain with confidence. We'll know exactly how to hold it, how long before the edge releases. But now, in May, the first time everything is new, including the sound of it, the rain continuing the leaves, learning both of them in the early days of what they'll become together. The book open, the garden open, both offering more than either can hold. The reading in the garden requires a decision about which to attend to, the book or the garden. The garden always winning, even for the reader who came for the book, finding the sentence lifting to the beyond the lavender. The sentence still there when the eye returns, patient as sentences are patient, better for the interruption. Actually, what the garden does to the attention that came for something else. The page with the shadow of a leaf moving across it, the sentence shifting in the moving shadow, different from the indoor version, the afternoon adding what the book left out, which is the smell of things, the temperature of the air, the sound below, the sound of the reading, the whole experience larger than either its parts. She gives up on the chapter, the garden too good today, too loud in its quiet way, too present. The book will be there tomorrow, the garden in this light, at this temperature, with this particular bee on this specific lavender is only now what the garden does to the attention that came for something else. The page with the shadow of a leaf moving across it, the sentence shifting in the moving shadow, different from the indoor version, the afternoon adding what the book left out, which is the smell of things, the temperature of the air, the sound below, the sound of the reading, the whole experience larger than either its parts. The garden always wins because the garden is present tense. The book is any tense, it wants to be at present tense. Always wins against the other tenses. When the garden is in bloom and the bee is on the lavender, and the afternoon is doing what this afternoon is doing, the book closed on the chair, the garden still open, the bee still on it, everything continuing at its own pace. A long way on purpose, the day deserving a longer ending, the slow walk home in May is the most efficient use of the evening. Not efficient in the way of completing tasks, efficient in the way of receiving what the day has to give at its end. The light low, the street warm, the body finally off duty, moving at the speed of someone who has earned the long road. What the slow walk gives, that the direct route would have missed the whole inventory of the evening, the corner with the flowering vine that you only see from the longer route, the smell from the restaurant that doesn't reach the direct path, the couple at the table outside, the child in the window above them, the city doing its evening things for the person moving slowly enough to receive them, the longer way being the route that actually arrives. She adds 20 minutes to the evening by choosing the long way every Tuesday in May, the 20 minutes being the best part of the Tuesday, which would have been a good Tuesday anyway. With the long walk becomes something more, what the slow walk gives that the direct route would have missed the whole inventory of the evening, the corner with the flowering vine as you only see from the longer route, the smell from the restaurant that doesn't reach the direct path, the couple at the table outside, the child in the window above them, the city doing its evening things for the person moving slowly enough to receive them, the longer way being the route and actually right. Slow walk home is a practice of noticing, of choosing the longer beauty over the shorter efficiency, which is not inefficiency, it is the efficiency of a life that pays attention. Home eventually, through the long road, through the vine, through the restaurant smell, through the couple and the child, through the evening that the short route would have missed, worth it every time. The breeze, without purpose, without destination, just moving, because that's what breezes do. The soft breeze of early May has no agenda, unlike the winter wind, which had something to say about cold and urgency. This one just moves things slightly, just reminds them that they're light enough to be moved. The curtain, the page of the book, the hair, the hem of the dress, each one receiving the brief reminder of its own lightness. What the breeze knows about the things it moves, that those things have forgotten on their own. The curtain lifting once, then settling, the hair across the face brushed brushed back with one hand. The page threatened to turn, then not turning. The breeze deciding not to insist. The whole afternoon under the influence of something that moves things without requiring anything of them. Just here, just lighter than you thought, just capable of being moved by something this small. She sits in it, the soft breeze, without trying to use it, without wanting it to be more than it is. Just sitting in the mild movement of the air that the May afternoon sent. Because May is generous with its breezes, which cost nothing and are worth everything. What the breeze knows about the things it moves, that those things have forgotten on their own. The curtain lifting once, then settling. The hair across the face brushed back with one hand. The page threatened to turn, then not turning. The breeze deciding not to insist. The whole afternoon under the influence of something that moves things without requiring anything of them. Just here, just lighter than you thought, just capable of being moved by something this small. The breeze with no agenda is the most useful kind. Doesn't need anything from you, doesn't have anywhere to be. Just moves the curtain, the hair, the afternoon into something slightly better than it was before the breeze arrived. The breeze moving on to the next curtain, the next hair. The afternoon settled again into its warmth, remembering for a moment that it was lighter than it thought. The afternoon has stopped. We're slow to something that feels like stopping. The still afternoon of early May has a quality that no other season manages. The sun high enough to warm without burning, the air moving just enough to not be still. The whole hour suspended between the morning that was active and the evening that will be active in the middle. Just this, the city at its least urgent What happens in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week, in the middle of May, when nothing is required? The cafe half empty at 3 o'clock, the street below it worn and slow, the shadow of the umbrella keeping exactly the right amount of shade, the ice in the glass taking longer than usual to melt, the afternoon agreeing with everything in it to simply continue at this pace for as long as it can. She has nowhere to be until 5, the 2 hours between now and 5 belonging entirely to her, and to the still afternoon, which is doing its generous work of making 2 hours feel like 4. What happens in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week, in the middle of May, when nothing is required? The cafe half empty at 3 o'clock, the street below it warm and slow, the shadow of the umbrella keeping exactly the right amount of shade, the ice in the glass taking longer than usual to melt, the afternoon agreeing with everything in it to simply continue at this pace for as long as it can. A still afternoon is a season's gift to whoever received it without planning to, without deserving it more than anyone else, just here in this cafe at 3, with nowhere to be until 5, which is entirely enough. The afternoon still, the ice still there, the nowhere still somewhere worth being. Sunday, the neighborhood at its most itself, with nowhere to be. Sunday in the neighborhood in May is the platonic ideal of Sunday, the bakery open but not rushed, the dog walkers taking the long road, the couple with the newspaper at the corner table, who have been there every Sunday since before you moved here. The smell of coffee and cut grass and something baking, all arriving at the same intersection, What Sunday gives to the neighborhood that the other days are too busy to allow. The slow crossing on the empty street, the nod from the neighbor whose name you almost know, the church bells from the block over that you only hear on this day because the other days are louder. The whole area doing its quiet version of itself, which is the real version, the one it keeps for the day that doesn't rush. She buys the bread slowly, takes the long way home, past the park where the Sunday people have already claimed their corners, their benches, their Sunday patches of green, where they will spend the afternoon, not doing anything in particular, which is everything. What Sunday gives to the neighborhood that the other days are too busy to allow. The slow crossing on the empty street, the nod from the neighbor whose name you almost know, the church bells from the block over that you only hear on this day because the other days are louder. The whole area doing its quiet version of itself, which is the real version, the one it keeps for the day that doesn't rush. The neighborhood on Sunday is an argument for staying, for not moving to the quieter place you sometimes think about, because on Sunday this is the quieter place. This corner, this bakery, this nod from the neighbor whose name you'll learn eventually. The bread and butter on the afternoon ahead. A Sunday doing what Sundays do, which is everything slowly. Someday. Here's a color, not green exactly, not the green of any other month, something more specific. The color of May is the green before the dust settles on it, the green before the heat deepens it into summer green. The particular bright of a month that is still too new to be jaded, still responding to light with full brightness, without the subtle dulling that comes with the heat of later months. What the month looks like before the summer changes its color, the unrepeatable shade. Every surface in May brighter than it deserves, every leaf more saturated than the same leaf will be in August. The whole city in its best light, its freshest color, the particular luminosity of a month that hasn't been used yet, that still has all its color available. She photographs nothing because she knows by now that the color of May doesn't transfer into photographs, that it requires the body in it, the eyes, the skin, the way the warmth carries the color into the chest, and the chest remembers it as a feeling, not an image. What the month looks like before the summer changes its color, the unrepeatable shade. Every surface in May brighter than it deserves, every leaf more saturated than the same leaf will be in August. The whole city in its best light, its freshest color, the particular luminosity of a month that hasn't been used yet, that still has all its color available. The color of May cannot be stored, only experienced in May, which is why the people who know it make a point of being in it every year, of showing up for the unbeatable saturation of a month that has never been this exact shade before. The color at its most itself today, slightly less so tomorrow. The month using itself up beautifully, one day at a time. And the street, between its activities, holding its breath for a moment. The quiet street at noon exists in a gap between the morning rush and the lunch crowd, between the deliveries and the school pickup. A window of 15 minutes, maybe 20, when the street belongs to itself, when the pigeons have the pavement and the shadow lies exactly where the geometry of the buildings puts it, without people to complicate the arrangement. What the street is when no one is using it for anything except itself. unattended, the shadow of the awning falling on nothing that needs shade. The particular pause in the city's argument with itself, when even the city seems to stop and consider what it is, without the activity that usually defines it. She crosses on a red light because there is no one, and the street is briefly hers, the small transgression of the empty street that is only possible in a noon gap before everything resumes. What the street is when no one is using it for anything except itself. The empty crossing, one pigeon at the center of it, with delivery truck parked and unattended, the shadow of the awning falling on nothing that needs shade. The particular pause in the city's arguing with itself, when even the city seems to stop and consider what it is, without the activity that usually defines it. The quiet street at noon is the city at its most honest, showing what it looks like without the performance, without the people, just the buildings, just the geometry, just the shadow doing what shadow does when nobody is watching. The gap closing now, the first person crossing into the non-quiet ending, as it always ends, with the return of the world that briefly left. Something in the tree, making the morning personal. The bird outside the window singing to no one in particular, or to everyone it can reach from that branch in that tree on that morning. The song not requiring an audience, only a performer, and an hour, and the branch, and the morning. What the unrequested song gives to whoever receives it without asking. The trill from the lime tree coming through the window that was cracked open for the first time since last fall. The song finding the room, filling it with something that had no plan to be inside, that came in through the crack with the warm air, both of them uninvited, both of them welcome. She stops mid-sentence in the letter she was writing, listens to the bird that has no idea the about the letter, about her, about the interruption it caused in whatever was happening in that room, just singing from its branch at the frequency of a May morning that required this particular song. But the unrequested song gives to whoever receives it without asking. The truth from the lime tree coming through the window that was cracked open for the first time since last fall. The song finding a roof, filling it with something that had no plan to be inside, but came in through the crack with the warm air, both of them uninvited, both of them welcome. A bird finishes its phrase, starts another, the letter still unfinished, both things happening in the same morning, neither interrupting the other, really both doing what they came to do in the same room, in the same day. The bird moving to another branch, the song continuing from further away, the letter finding its next sentence, both of them grateful for the interruption that wasn't an interruption. The hour ending, not the green. The green stays. The hour moves on to something warmer. The green hour ends when the sun shifts its angle past the point where the green catches it at its most luminous. The tree is still green, but a different green, deeper now, more shadow in it, less light through it. The hour having used what it had of the particular combination of light and leaf and angle that made it the green hour, and moved on. What ends when the light moves past the green hour? What the next hour has instead? The light going amber where it was bright, the shadows longer in the changed angle, the air warmer than an hour ago. Everything the same, but the quality of it changed. The earlier hour having been what it was, and now becoming the golden one that follows all the best hours. She has been in the park since the green hour, will stay through the golden one into the evening. One of those afternoons that refuses to be less than everything it offers. The green hour and the golden one and the blue one, after all of them available to whoever the quality of it changes. The earlier hour having been what it was, and now becoming the golden one that follows all the best hours. The end of the green hour is not loss, it is sequence, the calendar of the light moving through its appointments. Green and gold and blue and dark, each one complete, each one the right thing at the right time. The green hour turning tomorrow at the same appointment. The green is still there, the hour changed, though still worth the staying for. The whole city green now, and quieter than it was before the green. The green changes the sound of the city, the full canopies absorbing what the bare branches reflected. The traffic's still there, but muffled now by the new wall of green. At the May trees built between the street and everything else. The city louder in winter than anyone notices, because in winter the absence of the green is the absence of the buffer that the summer takes for granted. What the green does to the sound of the city that the gray ones couldn't do. The street below the canopy, quieter than the street beyond it. The particular hush of being inside it. The traffic still audible, but at a remove the city still itself. But the trees, having negotiated a slightly better arrangement for those walking underneath them, the sound softened, the light softened, both gifts from the same source. She finds the greenest street in her neighborhood, walks it slowly in the hush of the May canopy. The city around it, still the city, but here under the trees at this speed, something closer to what she came here for when she moved here years ago. For the green and the quiet of the green streets, what the green does to the sound of the city that the gray months couldn't do. The street below the canopy, quieter than the street beyond it. The particular hush of being inside it. the traffic still audible, but how to remove the city still itself. But the trees, having negotiated a slightly better arrangement for those walking underneath them, the sound softened, the light softened, both gifts from the same source. Green and quiet is not silence, is not emptiness. It is the city with its volume turned to the right setting. The trees doing what urban planners try to do with much more effort and less success. Just being trees in May, which is enough to change everything. The canopy above, the quiet below, the green doing its work as it always does in May, without being asked. Five o'clock. The light different from 4, from 6. It's home. Specific angle. The green light at 5 is the light of the day deciding it has done enough of its main work and can begin beautiful process of ending. The shadows long now going east. The trees catching the low sun and their new fullness and glowing with a particular illuminated green of a May afternoon at 5 that no filter on any phone has ever accurately reproduced. What the 5 o'clock light does to green that no other hour can replicate. The park going golden, the path below it striped with tree shadow, the benches warm from the long day. The whole scene in the angle that the late afternoon saves for last. The most beautiful light coming when the day is almost done, as if saving the best for the end. She leaves work at 5 exactly on Fridays in May for this, the specific quality of the light at this hour in this month that she has been chasing since September, but she found again today. What the 5 o'clock light does to green that no other hour can replicate. The park going golden, the path below it striped with tree shadow, the bench stretches warm from the long day. The whole scene in the angle that the late afternoon essays for last, the most beautiful light coming when the day is almost done, as if saving the best for the end. 5 o'clock in May is a reward for getting through the hours before it, for arriving here in this light with the whole evening still ahead, and the green of the trees at the exact shade that the afternoon makes of the light. Moving on past 5, the green darkening into the evening version of itself. The day not over, but past its best light. The cup, the window, both warm, both present. The view deciding to be worth the looking. The green tea at the window on a May morning is a complete experience, requiring nothing added to it. The warmth of the cup, the smell of it, vegetal and clean. The window showing the street below, the street showing the green of the trees, the green of the trees, giving back what the tea also gives, which is the specific quiet pleasure of the color and the warmth and the morning. What the green gives from the cup and what the green gives from the street, both the same green in different forms. The steam from the cup, the leaves on the trees, both moving in their particular way. The smell of the first sip and the smell of the morning coming through the window together. The body receiving both warmth simultaneously. The particular luxury of a morning that offers the same gift from every direction. She doesn't move for 20 minutes, the cup cooling in her hands, the window delivering its usual morning, which is today. Different from yesterday's by the exact amount. The trees have grown and the light has changed, and she has changed on the night between them. What the green gives from the cup and what the green gives from the street, both the same green in different forms. trees both moving in their particular way. The smell of the first sip and the smell of the morning coming through the window. Together, the body receiving both wounds simultaneously. The particular luxury of a morning that offers the same gift from every direction. The green tea at the window is the most Japanese thing.